here we are back in my little studio office that I talked about the other day, and interesting dynamics. I am obviously in a different outfit. So when I finished the video that I was talking about my card file system, which many of you quite enjoyed, if I change anything up or I update it, or I should say as I update it, because I will continue to update it, I'll keep you posted, because I like to learn when somebody tells me, hey, this is the new system I'm using, but then it sort of ends there and I'm like, what else do they do with it? Cleaning out my two freezers. The one I've said this all summer, I need to defrost it. It's just chunks of ice and, so I really did a good thorough clean. I hate throwing food out. I do. Sometimes there's leftovers I have frozen and they just get, they just don't look good. And you know what? Time and place for everything. And it comes down to this. It's taking up freezer space or fridge space or canned goods space or whatever space that I know I'm not going to ever use. I get weirded out about certain things and I'm not going to use them. Why am I keeping it? So I have a couple things in my freezer. I have chicken burgers I bought by mistake. I'm going to see if one of my friends can use them. I also have some beef sliders that my guys don't like, and I'm not really a huge burger person, so it's not something I would eat, but they're in the freezer and I'm gonna ask the guys if they're gonna eat them. If not, I'm gonna pass those on. What I did then is I cleaned out my top freezer and I use my lemon vinegar that I make with the fresh lemon peels, and my freezer is fairly clean. Like, it doesn't get, I don't have a lot of drips and dirt and whatnot, but I like to give it a good wipe down. I did that. I reorganized, you'll see this in the video. I reorganized my ice packs and what was on the door and all that. And I go to the deep freeze and I want to clean out the deep freeze and get that so emptied that what's in there I could put in a cooler chest, which hopefully tomorrow while I'm at work, or maybe through the night, Graham can unplug it. We'll put it in the cooler. We'll put it in the cooler, and I have a lot of large, I guess it would be quart size, I think I have 8 of them, of chicken broth, and I have some cream of mushroom soup that are in like plastic containers. A lot of things like in those types of containers that if I put them in the cooler with all my ice packs and the few things that I can't fit in my top refrigerator freezer, I could put them in the cooler. They'll stay frozen enough so I can get the other freezer defrosted, and I just want to defrost it, sterilize it, clean it out, and start fresh. So I talked about going bare bone. Why am I going bare bone? Well, here's what's happening. I have a lot of meat, like odds and ends, some chopped meat. Chopped meat. I Googled it. It is a New Jersey term, which I didn't know, mostly in North Jersey, and I am in South Jersey. There's North Jersey, Central Jersey, and South Jersey. But anyway, chop meat is hamburger meat. It is mincemeat. It is ground beef. It is a New Jersey term. So if you hear me say that, that's what I grew up with. That's all I knew. Both of my parents are from North Jersey. And I have chopped pork. I have some breakfast sausages. I don't have any chicken. Sausage, breakfast sausage rolls, chopped meat, chopped pork. Some fish fillets that are like emergency or quick lunch food. Anyway, I want to get bare bone in my freezer. I have plenty of canned goods. I have plenty of flour, sugar, spices, pancake mix, oils, condiments. I have plenty of that. I have a couple of bags of frozen vegetables. I'm not stocking up. I have potatoes and I have carrots. I'm not stocking up a lot on the fresh fruits and veggies right now because we're not going through it as much. I'm doing more casseroles and more quick meals, and we've been invited out over the next few weeks to a lot of events and places. So I don't want things to go bad. So I have a lot of soups in the freezer, so I'll probably be doing more biscuits and soups and things like that. So that's where I'm at with that. So here's what I did is I made a list of all the things. I now need to take this list and put them on my index cards of what's in my freezer. From what's in my freezer, I will now make a list of what meals can I make. And I want to use up what's in the freezer. I have more than enough for my family of 3 that would get us through a couple of months if I had to. I have so much I need to use up. So I want to go bare bone, and then I'm thinking like toward the probably end of October, early November. That's what I'm thinking. I'm probably going to take some vacation time. I want to head out to Pennsylvania and hit some of the Amish markets and the discount grocery stores and stock my freezer up with meats and vegetables and things like that. Buying enough things that will stock me up. Let's say we do it from the first week of November, all of December, all of January, February, and then the kind of tail end of March. So for about 4 months worth of meat, which for a family of 3, we don't eat a lot of meat, but so I could buy a roast and get several meals out of it. I could get a week's meals, if we ate it every night. So I don't need a ton, but that's what I want to do, go bare bone in my freezer. Sticky notes and a Sharpie do you wonders when you're trying to organize what's in your freezer. And then I have a jar of push pins, a mix here of these little plastic things that you can get off of bread, the twisties, but that's my husband's favorite. My favorite is an old-fashioned rubber band. That's what I like. So if I have bags in the freezer, I wrap them all up and I put a rubber band on it. The rubber bands hold great in the freezer. It keeps the food condensed. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. Okay. This is looking good. Chips.